bop, boop, bop. Ooh, I'm a bit high. We like to scroll down the page. Are we live? I don't know. I can't see. Give me a moment. We are live. It's wonderful. It's Monday. Monday streaming. I think I'm playing audio. I don't know. Let me check that as well. We are playing. I don't know why we're turned into a pirate, but we're going to go see Cthulhu. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to your Monday night stream with me, with Will. And as we finished Outlast 2 last week, time to move on to a new game. So we're moving on to the Call of Cthulhu. Apologies if the audio from the game is exceptionally loud. I've yet to go into the settings and change it, you know. So, let's go adjust some settings. Adjust the brightness. Yeah, let's make that barely visible. Yeah, okay. That'll do. I've been wanting to play Call of Cthulhu for a while. Never got round to it yet. Oh god, it's loud. I don't want the credits. What have I done? Oh, it's creepy already. Right, I think I've turned it down. This is going to be full of all the spooks, isn't it? Hopefully, that's a good level. If it's not and somebody is listening, please tell me to turn the sound down or turn me up. Don't turn me on though, whatever you do. Spooky. Yes, give me some subtitles. Detection, I don't know what that is. Graphic. It's not really graphics, is it? So let's go see Cthulhu. This looks like a very trippy game. Let's do it. Let's do it. Empty slot. Let's get in there. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, a veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and his sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license. Spooky. Bankruptcy, the scariest of all the ancient ones. Oh, it's nice to have new things other than just dead people hanging from crucifixes for a second. It's like an office and a chair. And green. Green colour. I am told to enter the madness. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Oh well, never mind. We're going to start in the rotting remains of fish. I have very chunky hands. That's a lot of fish. Oh, Sharky. Hello, Sharky. This is a strange place to start the game. I'm not currently doing anything, so we'll wait. Oh, we're saved. This is going to start at the end and flash back. Oh. Okay. Use that left stick to move. To skedoodle. Fishy. This is interesting, actually. Normally it's like pigs and things. It's a nice change of pace to have fishies. Poor old shark. I hope we're eating more than just the fins. Aha, I can crouch. Let me out of here! Well, I ain't going that way. Turns out I am not the Incredible Hulk. Ooh, a lantern. fearing it was a trap. Nathaniel, I can't remember what my name was now. Lloyd? You must light up some items in order to interact with them. Oh, very clever. Okay, I can do that. Aha! I have a torch. A hurricane lamp. Where was the thing I was trying to poke earlier and it wouldn't let me? Hello! Bolt croppers, eh? I thought it was going to open with me in an office looking for a case. This is not me in an office looking for a case, is it? This is me jumping in the literal deep end. In some sort of underground black market fish smuggling ring. Oh well. Time to cut the chains.
In my wake, pulled along. Fate inescapably draws you on.
Ooh. I will admit, I do like the dialogue effects there. I don't know if you got it, unless you're wearing headphones. That was going from left to right the entire time. Oh, what do you mean I can't cut this side of the vault? I want a quick escape. There's a lot of interesting noises in this game. You okay? This is sort of like 90s disco.
What a putrid offering.
Hello? Look at that big whale. Bleh. Bleh. Imagine how bad that would smell.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
I always love a run prompt. That's always a good thing. What am I running from? The dead fishies? They are after me. Oh, I did wait till now. That's good. Can I get in there? No, not yet.
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
I hate whiskey.
I like it. That's a good opening. It's good. It's good. There's a lot of stuff in here to look at.
Been too long since I've slept in a bed.
Oh.
The Lost Battalion. Holding your position and obeying orders. That isn't courage.
This voice actor sounds
I
familiar.
used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
The husband never understood that his wife had left him. He kept on calling me weeks after the investigation had been closed. Is there something I can get out of this one? Just a simple open and close.
I wonder why I still take these things.
The doctors prescribed them when I returned from the war. That's why I drink the whiskey, I presume. I like the music. Oh, it's good.
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
It sounds like a Harrison Ford impersonator. It's good, I like it. the Pierce Investigation Agency. The doctor can well repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop, the memories will return. One of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams, but they are different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? And his name is John Cena. Anyway. Ooh. Spot hidden. I need some of that, please. It's interesting that I'm already halfway up some of these. Occultism. Ooh. Ooh. I'm sure it's going to explain this to me at some point. So I'll leave that. Oh, hold on. There are more things. Sanity. Mental trauma. Edward Pierce is a veteran of the First World War. Wow, okay. Cool. Sanity, stable. That's good. I like to be stable in my sanity. I have no information yet. I know my bedroom. I know nothing occult. I have no clues. I do have a lighter, which I can spin around. Excellent. Ooh. Oh, it's one of those games, is it?
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who hired me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective who's got proof against you. I see.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
That belongs in a museum. Oh, turn it off. I was enjoying that. Put that back on. Uh-oh, I broke it. No! My radio! Oh, no.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Who answers the phone with, "I'm listening"? That's just creepy. I have 8 character points. Okay. Spot hidden represents your ability to find hidden objects. Eloquence. Influenced by the power of speech. Investigation, investigating talents. Picking locks. Strength. I don't need to be strong. I've learnt from the weakling in Outlast. Improving incapacity force doors and mechanisms. Oh, okay, I see. I can push open the door. I'm not a violent man. I'm a good man. Medicine. Medicine knowledge. Occultism. Well, I like spot hidden. That sounds fun. So I'm gonna level that up and get that to a nice round level 3. Eloquence is 4, eh? I don't need to be medicine-ish. Should we be good at talking? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 2 left. Let's start working towards... let's go for psychology, I suppose. Yeah, let's do that. How do I say okay? Back? Nope. Options, validate. There we go. Do you really want to create the character point attribution? Sure, I don't know what I'm doing.
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
She sounds like the lady from Ghostbusters.
I'm coming.
Hello, Ghostbusters. He didn't even say hello.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
Well, what are you going to do?
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
That's a fun picture.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Your notebook details your current objectives. I'm sure I can work them out.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
A shipping label. Some of it is unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36 Darkwater. The police report, it says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decide on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press cutting, an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the Isle of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. And this fun thing.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Ooh. I mean, I looked it up. Okay. What is this?
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
You're asking the wrong guy. Investigation/professional. Where? Where?
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Do I keep asking you about stuff, or?
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Okay then. I think that's all I need.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
You son of a bitch.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
I just realised that my objectives are appearing at the top left, which I can't see.
I think I've got a book on the
my
North
face is
Atlantic.
there.
I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there.
Leave for Darkwater. Secondary objective, find out about Darkwater. How do I... Oh gosh. I'll certainly find something on Darkwater in my bookcase. Aha! My bookin case.
I used to be an avid reader.
Okay. Other bookcase? What's that? Ooh, medicine. Oh. I learned medicine. Oh, I see. Okay, cool.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
It says check my bookcase. Let me check on my bookcase.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 14th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes, but don't let the romanticism of these moving evidences of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic creature still ornates the walls of long-abandoned caves. Was it a sea god or a dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coasts of Massachusetts.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Well, ain't nothing to do now. One for the road. How many times can I do that? Oh. Okay, no, I'm not going to get plastered. On for the road. Off to Darkwater we go. Toodle Pipski. Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that caused her and her family, that killed her and her fire. As the only clue, she left behind a disturbing painting on the shipping label and address, a warehouse set on the docks of the island of Darkwater. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation. My name is Pierce, like Pierce Brosnan, the greatest spy ever known. James Bond. It's a little bit of loading time in this game. At least leaves you to read. Maybe I need to just read slower in future. So anyway, how is everybody? Are we all okay? Everyone coping alright at home? Anyone else gone stir crazy? No? Just me? Well, that's good to know. I wouldn't wish this upon anyone else. Though I presume it must be loading a big map. A big old map for me to explore. Enter the battles. It's a good soundtrack. I like it. It's the opening credits, that's what we're loading. Got a bit squinty.
We're almost there.
James Fitzroy. Sounds like a hoot. Well, this isn't an ominous-looking island. A decal of a Cthulhu. On the old ship, Scalar. Wow, we can stop that perfectly.
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
Instantly leaves the boat.
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Cool. Let's not instantly go into the bar, shall we? Shall we stretch my sea legs out? Hello, sir. How are you? Ooh, can I steal this smoking lantern? No. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, I like that man's yellow suit.
Come on, you bastard! You'll see what a true sailor's got in his belly. You hear that? You bilge rats don't
There's
scare
nothing
me.
for you here either.
What did he call us just
Beatheads.
now?
I said you were a bilge rat. And even a
Alright.
box limpet. You think we don't know what you're doing? Hidden in the fog?
I'll shut up your big mouth once and for all.
Optimistic.
Are you stupid or what? Even your captain told you not to stick your noses round here again.
This isn't your home, you bunch of sand crabs.
You bunch of sane crabs. Oh, I forgot I could run. Oh, I have no feet.
Please move back. Let the police do their work.
What's
Hey, Sullivan.
going on
Can't
here?
go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know, or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
These sailors gonna settle for nothing.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In
That's
any
why
case,
he
it's not
asked
very
who you
important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate.
Ooh,
It
I
died a
see.
short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Crabs! Crabs!
Trouble.
Hello.
You
Oh,
can't
I like your mutton
understand.
chops.
You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Okay, well, I suppose I'll go to the bar then. There's not really anywhere else to go. Aha, prohibition.
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Hey. Time to get drunk. Hello, friend. Nope, okay. Well, that's not very hygienic. Also, that was a
Hey.
little petty.
Be careful.
It's a bit mean.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
I'll apologize.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Oh. Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more.
Well,
Anything else?
Let's find out about Darkwater. Let's find out about Let's ask him.
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
I've realised who the voice actor reminds me of now, and it sounds like Adam West, which is I can't unimagine it now.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Well, it's not true. If they were
her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable?
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Let's not.
I've got what I need.
Okay.
Anything else?
Sure, I'll have the drink. Well, it would be rude to turn up and...
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
I want to lean into the alcohol. I'm sure it'll help later.
I think we'll get along well.
Okay. I can't see what it says, but it says something about your destiny at the top left behind my head. Ew, I think so. I should not have had the drink. Oh well, let's head off, shall we?
That'll be all for now. The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Well, not a lot happens around here, is there? The Scalia returns to port to save Darkwater from famine. We had given up hope. The screw of the Scalia, or what remains of it, returned to Darkwater port late on Thursday afternoon. The locals immediately rushed to the docks to welcome the last whaling ship on the island. People were amazed at the sight of the unbelievable catch the brave vessel had on board, of a size that went beyond that of the formidable toothed whales, the cetacean that is already being called the miraculous catch, covering the whole deck, and parts of it were hanging over the side of that ship. The surviving sailors told a frightening account of their perilous catch, but also of its meat, unmatched in its quality and plentiful nutritious benefits. There is no doubt that the immense size of this whale will allow numerous inhabitants of Darkwater to feed themselves, bringing an end to the famine from which part of the island was suffering. Warehouse for rent. Wow, it gives me the whole newspaper. Oh, of course it does. Mr. Marks is putting up his warehouse for rent from June for fishing, workshop, or storage activities. Well, this is a bit out of date. There's not really much point. Special evening at the Stranded Whale. To celebrate the return of our brave whalers, all the staff of the Stranded Whale invite you to an exceptional and free tasting event. Come with your family or with friends to taste the miraculous catch. Each person will leave with a bottle of oil, so don't hesitate. You're going to drink the oil? That's just... Now who's that sexy lady over here with the pipe? I can talk to you. You don't seem to be from round here. May I?
What you looking at, stranger?
The clientele is predominantly male.
Tell me something I don't know.
I meant nothing by it. I'm just wondering what a woman like you is doing in this flea trap.
And I'm wondering what could be going through the head of the chump who goes to disturb her.
That's true.
Let me drink, stranger.
Alrighty then. Well, I introduced myself. Ah, I see. That's the back room I'm trying to break into. Do I chat with this gentleman? I don't want to interrupt the singing. Hey, fellas. What's the prices of all these things? Ooh, hello.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
Time to go see the captain. The old harbor master.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
I want to ring the bell.
Broken.
Ooh.
This place seems half abandoned.
Maybe I should go rummaging through his stuff. I should have a chat with him first.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
And he sounds like Willem Dafoe. On the desk next to me. Oh, this one. Okay.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few dates are still legible. 1890, 1907, and a partial date. The rest of the document is blacked out. Who would want this information to be hidden? That is unhelpful. A nice boat.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor. This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while. Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Where'd he go? Hello? Captain Sham? Where did you go? Whoa, are you there? Oh, you sneaky. Oh, I can have a sneaky look around now while you're sat there. Squeak.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat.
Captain, the terms of our agreement are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to provoke us. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the carrier. That is a bit snoopy of me.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned.
I just want to ring the doorbell. So what's up? What's in here? Learning of Medicine, Part 2. Hey, extra medicinal That's fun. It's a green candle.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Photograph of Captain Fitzroy. In this photograph, a man who looks like Captain Fitzroy is posing on the bridge of a ship. He has a wooden leg. I see. I can go chat to the man about stuff.
What a macabre souvenir.
It's a tiny, teeny, tiny paddle. A teeny, tiny paddle. Alright then, let's go talk to Fitzroy, shall we? Maybe don't aggravate him.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your documents are unreadable. Unlocked answer.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why.
So
I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I don't know. It's not my signature next to that of Charles Hawkins.
I'm at sea for more than half the year. Anyone could have done it during my absence. What seems really important to me is that the dates on these manifests indicate that Charles probably had other contracts.
But not with you, though. I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
The massive wooden building.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
I have no idea. Why would I lie to him? You underestimate me. That seems a bit whatever.
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Where is the warehouse again? I saw the killer whale.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Well, that's...
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth, and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Ha! Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least.
What is this miraculous catch?
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I did read it, thank you. Okay, well, whatever. Was the photograph on the wall, or did I have to go prying? Because that was the thing I had to pry for.
I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Oh, that's not a paddle. That's his leg. Plot twist. I feel like that's an aggravated answer, and I don't need to know that. I don't need to know the answer to it, so I'm not going to ask.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Alrighty then. Thank you, Captain Fitzroy. I gained a CP. 2 character points available. What was I halfway through? Psychology. Yes. Yes. Charles Hawkins, deceased. Sarah Hawkins, deceased. Simon Hawkins, deceased. Okay, well, that's all the people. I see they've managed to get the... Oh, I can get everywhere now.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
See, I'm medical...
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that
I'm not...
beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
I'ma just leave them to it. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Hello, sir.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by
Danger
that?
is my
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
Okay. Is this warehouse 39? I thought it was the big one. Where's the, if it is this one, where's the door?
Wow, you could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Why, we don't have a clear conscience.
Hey, fellas.
Quiet.
Oh, the
What's
boombox.
with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Well, that's not very nice. Gotta find another way in. It's never easy.
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator.
He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
This Cat you mentioned. Is she their boss?
Bet she's
Oh,
the lady in the bar.
hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing.
Nothing at all.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Take your time. We're going nowhere.
I'll be back. I need to get booze to start a fight. So I can get into the bar. The warehouse, not the bar. You're having a good day. I'm going to go have a look at the old ancient site I'm supposed to have ruined. Don't fall down the hole now. Oh, someone doodled on it. Oh no, Cthulhu doodled on it. Ah. Now, I wonder if I'd have upgraded my occultism, whether I'd be able to read this. Oh no, I can read it somewhere.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Oh, okay. Maybe if I know more about occultism, I can read it later. Gotta go get some booze. Hello, fisherman man.
That's no way to treat an omen.
That's no way to treat an omen.
He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
I feel like maybe I can interrupt that and then join one side or the other, but I don't know which side to join yet, so I'm going to just leave them to it. Is this the warehouse as well? Hello, sir.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
Okay.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
And I shall be... Oh, wow, that's a great place to park your car. Well... Ooh, hello. Find hidden items. The spot hidden skill allows you to detect hidden items close range. Once all these items are found, the detection... Oh. Is that what this beepery thing is at the bottom? Ooh, a lever. This lever activates a mechanism.
A handle. It must come from these old winches.
So... Ooh, if I get up there, can I winch
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
So is that... you didn't leave it on the screen long enough for me to read. I was elected to lead, not to read. I think I need to get up there. But I don't quite see... Oh, there's a door there. Okay. Huh. So... Which is part of this warehouse, eh? I see, it's up there. So I can't get into... Oh, right, okay. So I'm gonna have to get... I need to get a drink. Hello, sir. Do you do takeout? Sorry, I didn't close the door behind me last time. Sir? Sir, excuse me, sir. Sir? 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 He's not talking to me anymore. You must be Cat. And you're having a meeting. It's an interesting looking gentleman. Alright, I'm gonna leave him to it. Hello!
What can I get you?
I'm looking for a couple of takeaway drinks.
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Choice is yours. Everything's on sale.
How about a trade-off? Hold to test eloquence. Well, seeing as I put so many points in my eloquence.
What would you say to a deal? Your bottle for a service.
It's $5 for everyone, including you.
Hey.
Are you sure?
Certain.
I guess I'm not desperate.
I'm not judging you.
That'll be all for now.
Well, I tried. What sort of services are going to provide to him? Yeah, they still are good.
They can't understand.
They can't
Damn
understand.
stupid idiots.
Damn stupid idiots. Hey, fellas.
So, have you got what we asked you for?
I do.
Look what I've got.
You're a good guy, you. Follow me.
Scoop, doop, scoop.
Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No, it's not what you think. It's just that you sell your stuff at too high.
I mean, I kind of feel bad, but equally, you called him a jackass. Thank you very much. Oh my. That's a lot of booze right there. Ooh, hello. That's where I can get into the thingam. The thingam. Ooh, and more thingams.
Let's see. Perfect.
Ah, perfect lock-picking skills.
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
Reconstruction. Ooh, to enter a reconstruction scene, hold L2 and R2. Got very right. Psychology.
The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it. Was it before or after the removal of these bandages?
Cool. I like this.
What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here?
Oh, that's weird.
Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Looks like it. To leave the reconstruction scene. I am finished.
It smells as bad as it looks.
Okay, maybe I'm finished.
Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins?
Interesting. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so I can't... Oh, so I can only check things if I'm in that view, eh? Can I do that whenever, or...? No, okay. I have to wait for the prompt to be able to go into detective view. Somebody came here to hide out and left a perfectly good painting.
Someone has settled in here.
Oh.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce.
My psychology is not good enough.
Taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene. Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door?
No, I need to go do the other thing.
Damn it. This guy went right under your nose.
Please let me wander off. I haven't finished.
God damn it.
I haven't finished. Oh, hello. Cat.
This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you...
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
So, no for...
Is it far?
Dinner and a drink.
This mansion.
I wanted to go underground.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge.
I've done things.
You see the building? That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
It's not that far. Oh. Oh, I can't go and do my secret things. I knew what I had to do. Oh well. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as a partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins mansion. And we're still good for another... a little bit more. A little bit more. Oh. Into the madness. Meow, meow. He's got himself some Joker scars. You want to know how I got these scars? Oh, there's a man back there.
Well, here we are. Hawkins mansion.
Cool.
The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
You know the place very well. Spot hidden / professional. I thought the mansion burned in a fire.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Seemed like a good man.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I'm good to go, good to go. Jesus. Jeez. I'm good.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Am I following you, or are you following me? I'll follow you. You know where you're going. Just until we meet poor old Silas. And then I'll wander off and do some investigating.
1693. This house is much older than it seems.
The trees be whistling. Wait for me. Can I borrow the torch? I want to borrow the light. Why do we stop here? Somebody broke a vase.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
I didn't imagine yet.
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone allowing it. Even that broad baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Poor kid.
Nope.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Oh, I'm crouched, can't I? Alright, well, I'll meet you out there, fella. Hopefully Silas won't attack me. It's a nice house. I mean, the weather could be nicer, but... Don't you love it when the game saves ominously? Oh, that's shut.
I'll have to find another entrance.
There'll be a nice crow. I will say, Silas is not doing a very good job of looking after the place. Unless Silas has got mad and turned into a squid man himself.
This entrance is still in use.
Squidward trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa. You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
You shouldn't really need this key.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here,
Hey.
take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
That's ponytail. Oh, that's handy. He turns up just as I've been attacked by a man with an axe.
What now?
I'll come back this way. I think. You guys gonna have a conversation? Nope. Okay, you're just gonna wait for me. Give me a second. I wanna go see what's down here. Because apparently I get. Oh, this is where he lives. Right, this is his little old shack. Right, well, I'm not gonna nose around there. Because that man's got a big axe and he get angry with me, and I'm trying to keep on his good side.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Sure. Why is it sometimes it's a
Let's
push?
take a look inside.
Sometimes
I'm with
it's a
you.
hold. Pierce and Officer Bradley explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester, the old caretaker. Still faithful to his employers, keeps watch on the place armed with his axe. Spelled wrong. Pierce and Bradley managed to calm him down and finally get hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Although, my children, that may be where we call it an evening, unless there is a cutscene when we load in which case we shall watch that, and then we shall save, and that will be all for tonight. On this adventure into the Call of Cthulhu. For I am tired, and I have work in the morning. But I am enjoying this game. This is good.
Follow me. I know the place.
Game saved.
Who left this light on?
Well, my children, it has been a wonderful evening. But I will bid you adieu, and see you next video, when we discover more about this strange and occult world. Toodle Pipsky.